Welcome back, everybody. It's another week and we are back on the garage build. Our goal for this evening is to set the beam over the top of the garage door. But real quick, let me show you where we're at right now on it. Okay, like you saw last week, we stood up all the walls. I redid all the diagonal braces, double checked them. I moved them to the inside so they're not in the way on the outside for the purlins. So I made sure everything was good and square. I also have one brace in the middle of each wall holding the middle nice and level. I have leveled all the corners, checked it for square. We're less than a quarter of an inch difference, so it's an eighth of an inch out of square. I can live with that. In fact, I could probably pull that back when I set the trusses up there. But anyway, that's where we're at. And our next step is to set this garage beam for over the garage door up here. You can see there's a little ledge, 4.5 inch wide ledge on each side. That's what we need to try to set it on. Let me show you my plan here. Okay, the plan is to use the tractor to lift it up there and at least get it nice and close. I've got it setting on these forks. It's 3.5 inches wide and 12 inches tall, 16 feet long, actually a little more than 16 feet long. Then I did these little braces here just to hold it from tipping over while I'm backing it up. Hopefully I can get it up there close enough. Hopefully I don't know why the chickens always think they have to be in the videos, but anyway, these should hold it from falling over. And we're going to give this thing a whirl. I'm going to try to back up into there, get it close enough that I can set it where it needs to be. Okay, I am really pleased with the way that turned out. That fits really nice and snug on each end. That there in the middle, that is not a seam. That is not a seam, that's just the way that those microlam beams are made. I would not put a seam right in the middle of a doorway like that. And yeah, the ends fit really good. Like I said, it's 3.5 wide, 12 inches tall. 16-foot span. We should be good with that. So I need to screw that in and attach it real good. And that's one major milestone finished. Good morning, everybody, and we are back at it another day. Today we'll be working on putting the purlins up. I'll kind of show you the top plates that I completed, and then I'll show you the easiest way that I've found to put the purlins on the walls. Okay, I've got the secondary top plate on the wall all the way around. As you can see, I left a gap right here. That's where the 2x6 wall for the bathroom will tie in. And then there's another gap right there where that wall will tie in. And of course the corners you overlap, that helps make the corners stronger. I've gone through and secured those corners real well, nailed them and screwed them together. And now we are working on the purlins, and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, I've got this wall already started. What I found to be the easiest way to do them is to make spacers that will go between them. So once you get the first one on, you can set that in there, set the next one on top of it, set that one on there, set the next one on top of it, and so on all the way up. I'm going, I think it's about 26 inches or so, center to center. That gives me a nice even spacing all the way up. I've got 9-foot walls. So that gives me a pretty even spacing all the way up. And that's what I found to be the easiest way. And of course the corners, I'm lapping the opposite direction of the way the walls are put together. That also helps hold it all together. When this purlin comes in, it'll come in like that and help hold it all together. So I'm ready to start this back wall now. So if you'd like, we'll go and get started on that. All right, we just have one more to do that I'll put flush with the top up there. Okay, we've got this side, all the purlins on it. You can really start seeing where the windows and everything are now. I'll use any little drops that I have for filling in around the windows to mount them to. I'll show you that when we get there. That's about it for that wall, so we just keep continuing around. I've got to say, my hat's off to the guys you watch that build an entire garage in 3 days by themselves. They don't sweat and they don't get dirty. Hats off to those people. It's like 9:30, quarter to 10 in the morning. Heat index is way up in the 90s. I'm already drenched. So how they do it, I have no clue. Maybe they're in Iowa or somewhere where it's cooler and drier. But here in the Ozarks, it gets humid in the morning, that's for sure. Okay, what I do for framing out these windows, and there may very well be a better way, but see, got the girts or the purlins here. I just fill in all the way around the window so it gives it a nice flat surface to mount the window to. And I'll go around all the windows and do that next. These blocks are pretty small and they split easy, so I went ahead and drilled a hole through them. And I'll try putting a screw in there, and hopefully that will keep it from splitting out. Okay. Something like that right there. Well, everybody, that's about it for this week. I have a couple more windows to trim out, a couple pieces of girt here and there around the building, but most of it is done now. My next step, I could either do the house wrap and mount the windows, but I think what I'll do next is go ahead and build the trusses. I decided to go ahead and build those because I can save some money that way. So I believe next week we'll get into building the trusses and stacking them up. That way I don't have to worry about moving stuff around when the windows are in. So anyway, everybody, appreciate you joining me this week. I hope you have a good one, and I hope to see y'all down the trail.